Hi everybody, it's Todd Brannon, the Accidental Excelist, and today I want to show you a little technique on how to extract a substring from a longer string of data. And most specifically, we have a scenario here where we have a column of customer names and their full names, and we want to extract out just the first name. Now, I know you can do text to columns to separate out the first name and the last name in this situation, and that's fine, and that's probably the best technique for this data set. I just wanted to show you a different technique to kind of give you something else in your Excel toolkit. And this can actually be very applicable in different situations where text to columns might not be the right fit. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we need to find the position of the space between the first and last name. That's going to help us out in extracting the right number of characters from the left side of our original string. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use an equals because we're looking at formulas here. Remember that you have to start all your formulas with an equal sign. And there's a built-in function called find. And as you can see here, Excel is going to help us out with that. So we can just hit tab once it pulls up find for us. And then you can see that the find function requires 3 arguments. Actually, one of those is an optional argument, so only 2 are required. So the start number is optional. In this case, we won't need the start number because we want to start from the beginning. So the argument that we need to worry about right now is the find text, and that's going to be the space. So we're just going to put a double quote, space, double quote. And so now we've indicated that the string of text that we want to find is just the space. And now within text is our original text. And in this case, since it's in a cell, we will just use the cell reference. We'll close our parentheses and we can hit enter. And so it gives us a number value here, which is the position of the space between the first and last name. Well, that's great. But what we actually want ultimately is the position of the last letter of the first name. So we could go a step further here and we could actually make an equal sign, take that cell reference of the number that is the position of the space and subtract 1 from it. And now that's going to give us the position of the last letter of everybody's first name. If we wanted to fill that down, we have that for each row. So the next function you want to use is going to be the left function. And so we find that. Excel helps us out. We hit our tab. And so this has 2 arguments. And it does have just 1 required argument and 1 optional argument. We are going to use this optional argument. So the text is going to be the original string. So that'll be the cell reference of our first and last name. And then the comma, we're going to say we want you to extract that number of characters, which is the length of the first name, which we've already indicated here with this column. It's going to be 5 for this particular row. And so we enclose our parentheses and we hit enter. And sure enough, it finds that first name, pulls it out, pulls only that out. And since every column is, or I'm sorry, every row is accounted for as far as the length of the first name, we can just fill that down. And so easy enough with the use of a couple of functions, we can extract the first name. So I hope that kind of helps you out. Actually, I will go and we'll do the last name in the next video, but I just wanted to kind of give you something else you can be thinking about, add to your Excel toolkit, and how you kind of think about, manipulating your data. So I hope that helps. Again, text to columns is really fast, and this situation is actually a perfect fit. But in those cases where it's not, knowing how to use the left function and in fact find the numbers that you need before kind of the prerequisites, you can use the find function to find certain characters within your string to kind of help you out. So I hope that helps you out. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.